It wasn't because he didn't have money. It wasn't because he didn't have great prestige. We don't know what caused it. But if money and things would make you happy, folk would not commit suicide. It would not commit suicide. So there's something that the choices we make is not worth the end effect. So we have to be careful what choice do we make. And the choice we make, we have to live with them. And so there are some things that you have a choice to do. And Paul said, I chose to make sure that this letter was known, you know that it was written by me in my own handwriting. And I want you to understand something. If he owe you anything, lay it to me. But don't lay nothing to him. Notice how he said in the last verses here. In verse number 20. Yea, brother, let me have joy of thee in the Lord. Refresh my heart in the Lord. I want to rejoice. I want to tell the testimony. I want to tell the testimony about I had a man that I got saved. And his name was Philema. And he was very rich and he was well-to-do. And I want to tell him about how a slave mistreated him and ran off from him. And I want to tell him about this slave, Onesimus. I got him saved. And I sent him back to the man that he owed. And the man took him back. And didn't take him back as a slave, but took him back as a brother. And treated him like a brother. Do you understand? This is all God is saying to us. The church is so messed up and so segregated and so dishonored. I'm not just talking about segregated because black and white. That's not the biggest segregation. We are segregated even among ourselves. We got classes. We got certain folk we deal with. And the people that come in, they're poor, we want to make sure they still stay poor. And we don't want to fellowship with the poor folk. We got a class of folks that we talk to. A class of folks that talk our language. A class of people that we deal with. And we are separated. But God is not looking for that. Paul said there's neither male nor female, neither poor or rich, but we all are one in Christ. And my God, that's what God is calling the church back to be. We ought to write like Paul writing and said, listen, let's not lay anything to anybody charge. Let's make sure we treat people right. And stop this classism in the church. Ups and downs, little big and all of this. And I'm this and I'm that. You're nobody without Christ.